Wow! That was sensationally wild. 3 episodes of Daredevil season 2 now recorded, and even more so, is that even more so, we have a stunning reunion between Daredevil and Elektra. Well, Matt Murdock and Elektra Nacho, to be exact. Now, episode 5 starts off where episode 4 left off, where Matt returns to his apartment where he is suddenly caught off guard by the return of his wicked ex girlfriend, Elektra Nachos. Ha! Nachos, as in nachos. Wow, that's kind of weird. Yeah, well, no offense, guys. Now, there, now, it also features flashbacks of how Daredevil first, of how Matt Murdock first met Elektra. Back when he was, back when he was a few years ago before their reunion today, he met, he was working with Foggy Nelson, entering, entering a gala through a cave, through the kitchen, and while walking by, he runs into the stunning, sexy, beautiful looking Electra Nachos, and then they end up stealing a car. Ends up stealing a car with Matt joining her on a ride after they had danced on the dance floor. After that, they break into a workout gym where they introduced themselves, started showing off some moves, and then they both fell in love. They both fell in love and had sex. Yeah, wild too. Yep. Yeah, these two were, were young and restless. I can tell you that. And God, it was so wick awesome looking at Lady Young making her love with Charlie Cox on the boxing ring. Wow. If Uncle T were here, he would definitely give her an 8. This this babe an 8. Yeah, the 2000s still had the hottest women, but here, but Elodie Young, I give her an 8. Now, also, while Karen and Foggy were looking to collaborate with Frank Castle, and after learning that she had broken into his house and took a picture of him with his wife and kids, who had just been caught in the crossfires of a gang war and died, they, it kind of shocked them. Karen also towards the looks to, looks to get help from the editor of the place for some help on regarding how she can turn the case around and help get Frank Castle clear of any charges regarding what happened at the apartment when, well, who knows. Meantime, you know, especially with the part where one of the thugs had their hands chopped off. Also, when we go back into the flashbacks, Electra lures Matt into another house to break into, and while they were having their fun, drinking wine and dropping glasses onto the floor, little to Matt's surprise did he notice that they were ending up breaking into the mansion that is owned by the man responsible for the death of his father. And wow! And while Matt took jabs at him multiple times, Electra was offering him a chance to kill the guy, but it got him scared and caught off guard, and he refused. And it got her disappointed, so she killed him herself with her own bare hands. Eh, yeah, well, Matt doesn't want to go down that road. You know that. Now, episode 6. Alright, wait. Hold on. The episode, from where I can remember, this episode also ends with Matt running into Daredevil, meeting Matt running into Elektra inside a inside a penthouse where she was in a robe. Then most and then she goes to get some dressed in her uniform and then reveals to Matt by surprise that he had actually got his suit in her bag and he hasn't put it on. They both took on the thugs that were in the building, which carries on in the next episode. There, they were looking for encrypted files, so they took on some of the ninja bad guys in there. And then they escaped. The next morning, they were at a diner having breakfast while Elektra discusses with him about Roxanne and and how she and that she needs his help on getting a hold of encrypted files. Knowing that, yeah, so they went into a gala, dressed up nicely. Matt Matt goes bumping into one of the guys, spills wine on his shirt, and then, yeah, well, hang on, we think they end up going to the penthouse. They broke in. As soon as they got in there, they went inside to steal some, something about these encrypted files. They got hold of the files. They barely managed to get out of there without getting caught easily out of suspicion. They were lucky to get out of there, too. Meanwhile, Foggy and Karen were confronting the Punisher, Frank Castle, who was strapped in a gurney inside the police precinct, where they were offering to help get him cleared of some of the charges that had been put on him for his messed up crimes. Then, afterwards, it left Murdoch confused. Well, never mind. After a tough fight, uh, Matt went. Matt brought Elektra back. Well, never. No. Hold on. That's the next episode. Next episode, Matt, Matt and Elektra, in their vigilante personas, infiltrate another penthouse where they confront a rich jerk, some rich jackass who has been harassing two Asian women, and then he gets ambushed by Daredevil and Elektra, and demands to know what they need to find regarding certain shipments by the Yakuza, who in the previous episode ended up threatening one of the guys that they were dealing with. And hmm, well, let me think. Well, also, as soon as they got to the train yard, they all they could find inside one of the carts was tons and tons of sand, which means they were baited. After then, they had to fight off some of the yakuza that were in the train yard. Elektra was wounded, so Matt had to bring him. bring her back to his apartment to heal her. As well. Yeah, yeah. They were close. Matt also explains, but she also notices some of the scars on his chest, and he brought up Nobu, that ninja that was slicing him, that cut him hard in the first season, the episode 9, who ended up getting killed by an exploding light, ceiling light. And God, wow, that was something. Yeah, yeah, man, it was quite a sensational scene. Elektra had to rest up afterwards, and then next morning, Matt had to leave the court to help clear Frank Castle of some of the charges that were put on him over the over the killings he caused. Next up, we come to. Let me think. Hang on. Yeah, in the courts, Foggy Nelson and Karen Page were doing their best to help. And as soon as Murdoch arrived, he came in to help. But then came a twist of turns of events. One of the witnesses that was being represented, that you know, who this person from the who that they were dealing with, that they claim is corrupt, was representing. He also brought up the fact that Elektra threatened him to do some terrible things, and it got Daredevil angry when he confronted her on the rooftop. Of course, this seventh episode, ends with Daredevil and Elektra taking on Yakuza and going in to discover a deep hole inside the complex. And wow, that is quite something, I can tell you. Wow. Also, if Uncle T were here, how would he rate this beautiful woman, Elodie Young? Me, I give her an 8. She's quite sensational, guys. Sexy, hot, beautiful. Well, let me know in the comments below if you don't, or if no one's able to chat. Leave a chat in the box. Yeah, Elodie Young, aka Electronachos. Well, guys, I had to call it in now. Gotta get ready for other things in the morning, and I do got a video game on my DS Lite to finish up. Be sure to like and share the stream, guys. It's been fun night. Woo! Wow. Sergeant Garatina is taking off. Make sure you come check my channel on Discord. Link is on my channel. Goodbye, folks. I'll be coming back to do more episode reviews on Daredevil. Bye.